Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this new edition of a Monnoyeur Insight webinar. Today, we have the great pleasure of welcoming Benjamin Ferré for the second time. You know him as an exceptional skipper. As you know, he has been our partner for the 4 years and has just completed his first Vendée Globe, the legendary solo, non-stop and unassisted round-the-world race. And he didn't just finish it, he emerged as the first among the daggerboards boats, and an outstanding achievement that showcases his talent, his determination and his boldness. With Benjamin, and thanks to your questions, we will dive into the behind the scene of this extraordinary adventure, the doubts, the moment of grace, and the technical and human challenges. Benjamin, thanks again for being with us, and I'll let you the place. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Olivia, and good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to be with you again today in my white bubble. I think it's one of the first time I'm alone again since I arrived from the Vendée Globe. So I'm happy to share this moment with you. And today it's exactly 2 months I crossed the final line. So it's an important day for me, and I'm happy to share it with you today. So let's start. How would you describe the feeling and the emotion felt when you cross the final line? Could you share with us? I can share it with you. It's how to explain it. It was an extraordinary moment because what you have to remember is that I get so close with the second one, which was his Lazare with Tanguy Le Turquet, and we get only 16 minutes between the first and the second, which was the shorter moment in the history of the Vendée Globe between two boats. So it was so intense, and a part of me didn't have the time to realize I will cross the final line, and I was thinking that for me the Vendée Globe will be end 1 or 2 days before the final line, and I would have the time to remember, to think about what I achieve and stuff like this. And in fact, I had only maybe 4 or 5 minutes to realize I will cross the line. And so it was so intense, and it was like I was thinking I won the Vendée Globe. It was so impressive and very intense because you didn't see anybody for 3 months. You talked to almost nobody, and you cross the line, and in few minutes, so many people go up into your boat. You see again your technical team, your family, then Philippe Monnoyeur come into the boat, and so you see some face who help you to realize what you achieve. So it was so intense. So you finished 16th overall, and the first among straight daggerboard boats. Can you reveal what strategy you adopt to make the difference during the race? I had a big strategy. First of all, one of the most important things, I think, was to take every day as the first day of the Vendée Globe. It was there was no automatic pilot in my mind. Every single day, I was asking myself, what can I do, and how I can manage it, like the first day of the Vendée Globe. So very concentrated, try to do my best to do everything in the right directions, and the other part of the strategy was to be happy during all this race, and in fact it was the case. I was so happy to be there. I take a lot of pleasure in the competitions, and I think it's one of the things I discovered because a part of me wanted to do the Vendée Globe for the adventures, and in fact I discover a part of myself which is a bit in the direction of competitions, and yeah, I don't know how I really wanted to do my best and to do the best rank as I can, and I think I really well prepared this Vendée Globe because in my mind I anticipate every part of the globes, and the mind with you have to go into this part, into the area in the globe, you know. It was totally different when I crossed the Atlantic and the South Atlantic, and when I start to go into the south, the Indian Oceans and Pacific Oceans, it was not the same way of navigations. It was more secure for the boat, of course, but also for me. And I think this was one of the part of the performance. It's to well prepared all the Vendée Globe in my mind before, to be happy on the boat, and I really wanted people. I wanted them to make them proud of me and proud of the project, and that was one of the part of the performance, I think. So, how did you manage to stay fully focused on the race from start to finish? I don't really know. You know, I think it was a really an issue of discipline. I know what I needed to do to cross the final line and to do a good result, and a large part of this performance was in the discipline. You know, to be very focused on sleeping, eating, doing the meteo, the strategy, try to do my best not to break my boat, to be very focused on each part of my boat, and this is just an issue of discipline, in fact, and I think this discipline helped me to stay very focused on the race, and yeah, I just you know, I was just, I think, at the good place at the good moment, and when you are in this situation, you stay focused for sure. Now that the race is over, what's your next challenge? My girlfriends ask me the same question. There's two. It's a bit weird, you know, because it's when you finished something like this, there's a very big achievement, and somebody asked me a few days ago what you need to prove to yourself that you already did, and so the first challenge before thinking to another one is to say thank you. You know, the Vendée Globe, it's not only 3 months. It's 4 years, 4 years of sacrifice, of preparations, and you ask to everybody around you to help you to achieve your dream, your family, your friends, your partners, your sponsors, your team. Everybody are focused just for you, and I think I'm a lucky guy to be able to live this, and so my first challenge now is to give back some time. You know, everybody gave me so many times and so many advice for 4 years, and my job today is to give them back a little bit of time. And if I'm totally honest with you, there is another part of me who miss the boat, who miss the, you know, the adrenaline, the atmosphere of the sea, to be alone on my boat, to have this feeling of extraordinary. And so I don't really know what's going to be the next challenge. But what I learned for the last 2 months is that my story with the sea is not already finished. I have to manage it with, how to say, with a normal life, a family life, you know, to take care about your couple, about your family. And this is not so easy to do this. So this is also a big challenge. And I think it's not a big challenge only for me. You know, it's a challenge for so many people. But you have to, yeah, to be able to achieve what you are inside you, and in the same time to make people around you happy. So yeah, this is my my biggest challenge, but I have 1 or 2 ideas of the next sea challenge, but I need to talk to this first to Philippe and Olivia before to talk to you. After Vendée Globe, can other race still be motivating? What's next for you? It's similar to the other questions. I think, you know, what you have to understand is the Vendée Globe is the most unique thing, and I think one of the biggest ways a sailor can do in your life, because you are alone, you make around the globe. There are so many people, you can feel all the people behind you, so that's just amazing. And you know, it's like a World Cup, and every footballer wants to win the World Cup, and every sailor wants to do the Vendée Globe. And it's like it's funny because somebody told me a few days ago, the Vendée Globe, it's like a baby. When you do the first one, you love it so much, and a part of you is thinking you will never be able to love a second child as the first one. But in fact, when you have the second one or the third one, you love all your baby in a different way, because they are all different. And I don't know, but I think the Vendée Globe should be similar to this. It's just all Vendée Globe are different. What I know is I will not do the next one in 2028, because to do it in the good condition, in a good way, I need to still improve myself in another kind of boat with the foils, and to do it well, I should be ready already now, and I think it's not a good idea. But I cannot say I will never do the Vendée Globe again. Maybe for 2032. I will be 42, so at the biggest, you know, at the top of the mountain of my motivation. And I don't know, there is some other challenge could be motivating for me in the next months. I think I really continue to progress, to improve. And I think a good way to do it is to navigate with some other sailors on some other boats, because what you need to understand when it's your project, it's your boat. During 4 years, you always navigate on your boat, you're training on your boat, but you not really navigate with some other people. And it's you know, it's similar in the normal life. I think it's when you are in contact with some other people who do the same thing of you, you can progress. And a part of my strategy is to do this for the next few months, and we will see the next. Congratulations on this first placement stretch daggerboard boats. With this remarkable experience, don't you feel like moving up a gear and trying foils to go even faster? Thank you first for congratulations. And for the second part of the questions, a part of me want to be faster on the oceans. And the good way, you know, when you did so good performance as the first place among the daggerboard boat, you have some propositions after the Vendée Globe, and I cannot tell you everything today, but some of the sailors proposed me to do some race with them, and on the foils. I already tried foils only once, and it was a good experience. So maybe. If you have to do the Vendée Globe again tomorrow, what change would you make to your preparation or your race? I think nothing. Not because I think everything was perfect. For sure, you know, what you have to understand is sailing race around the globe. The guys who will win this race, it's the guys who will do the less errors, no? And so for sure, in my preparation, in my race, I did so many errors, so many bad things. But what you learn during the Vendée Globe, it's you are always happy on the present moment, and when you are not happy, it's when you think about the past and think about the future. But when you are in the present moment, you are always happy, even if it's difficult. And so the way I will answer this question is just, I learned that it's my story, and I will not change any part of my story. It's like this. It was a part of me, and when I see the result, in relation with the objective we fixed with Monnoyeur, with Philippe, Olivia, we really wanted to achieve the Vendée Globe, to cross the final line, and we did it. I think we bring so many people behind us, and yes, so many people at the end. They don't tell you congratulations, but they tell you thank you. And when you understand what does it mean, it's that you bring something to people, and that was a good success for us. And most of that we finished first of our category. So I will definitely not change anything of this amazing Vendée Globe. Now, armed with your experience in the Vendée Globe, and assuming you could teleport 4 years back in time, what advice would you give to the Benjamin of 2021? Wow, that's a fucking good question. I think the first advice will be to be confident in what would happen. Even in the worst situations, even in the most difficult situations, just be confident, because the end will be amazing. And the second one, Jean Le Cam gave me this advice at 4 years ago, and I think I will give to myself the same advice, is to stay yourself. Whatever you try to achieve in your life, even the biggest dream, the most important thing is to stay in adequation in the direction of who you are exactly, and to be honest with yourself. And if you stay yourself, even it's not the result you wanted, it's just part of your story, and it's the most important thing, I think. What was the hardest and easiest part of your Vendée Globe? Wow. I think the easiest part of my Vendée Globe was every day, because I know exactly why I did it. I know exactly why I was in these situations. I was so happy. I tell it so many times, but I think a fast boat, it's fast when the sailors is happy, and more you are happy, faster you are. And this was the easiest part of my Vendée Globe, because I really wanted to do it. I never asked myself what did I do in this part of the globe. And yeah, I was so happy. I can remember at least every day or every 2 days, I was crying of happiness just to be there. So even when it was difficult, I was happy. And the hardest part, I think it was at the middle of my Vendée Globe when I broke a part of my boat, and I was thinking it was the end of my Vendée Globe. And this was the most, it will be the most difficult thing for me, I think, to accept that the Vendée Globe could be end at this time. I spent 14 hours the nose in my boat to try to fix the problems. It was so hard. Jean Le Cam helped me so much. He was phone me on Telegram every hour to help me to fix it. And during these 14 hours, I was focused on the problems, and a part of me was thinking, I really, really hope I'm gonna fix it, because I don't want to quit this Vendée Globe. I was crying all the time, and I was almost praying, like God, please help me to find the resources and to find the way to fix this problem, because I really don't want to quit the Vendée Globe now. And yeah, that was one of the most difficult 14 hours of my life. Was there a moment when you seriously considered giving up? If so, how did you find the strength to continue? I think I answered part of the first part of the questions. For the second part of the question, I think the strength to continue is a part of yourself, because I really discover all the resources you can get when you are in the bad situations. You know, I always take this example of a mother or a father. If it's boys or little girls are in a bad situation, he will be amazing in this condition. You know, he will take the strength to save him, and there is a part of similarity with this. And I think the second part, it was how to say, I cannot see you, but it was a part of you, because in fact you feel there is so many people behind you, and it's a part of me. But in fact, I just wanted people be proud of this project and proud of me and proud of my ways, and I was just thinking, I need to fix it. I cannot quit because there are so many people who are following every day, every night, my ways, and I cannot walk this moment now. So I need to finish it, and I want people to be proud of me, and I want to have no regrets, even if it's the end of the story. I really want to have no regrets. I wanted to try everything I had in my possibility to fix it, and until I did it, I will never give up. So the Vendée Globe is an extreme challenge, both physically and mentally. That's true. Have you experienced of any physical or psychological after effects from the race? And how do you recover from such an intense adventure? I think this is one of the most interesting questions, because you know, for 4 years you prepare yourself of almost everything. The departure of the Vendée Globe, you very prepare every part of the story with a lot of disciplines, and you are so focused, but nobody tell you have to prepare the after Vendée Globe. And how to say this? First of all, like physically, I think my body, he wanted to tell me, okay, you give me this part of difficulties for 3 months, now I will show you what's happened to me. So during the first week after the Vendée Globe, it was so hard to sleep. I was woke up in the middle of the night, and I was thinking, whoa, what did I do wrong? I'm still in my boat. I slept so much hours. Tanguy and Lazare will cross in front of me. So it was a piece of disturbing, and it takes time. And also, I'm just so tired. You know, a few days ago, I come back in the physical preparations, and I had no more energy. Every time it starts to be hard, my mind tell me, okay, I achieved the Vendée Globe, so let me let me do what I want to do now. I don't want to do any hard thing. So there is I'm just kind of tired. And on psychological after effects, I would say there is a piece of happiness, joy, accomplishments, and you are just happy every morning. And the weird effect is that after only 2 months, there is a kind of how to explain it? You know, like a drugs, and you want to get back into these drugs. It was so intense, so extraordinary, and it's difficult to go back in the ordinary life. So you want adrenaline, and this is part of difficulties. It's after only 2 months, you still already want to go back. And I think you have to ask yourself, is it for the good reason? And if you want to go back, what's the story? And if the story is not natural, it's not the good story. So yeah, there is this kind of, you know, psychological asking yourself. I don't know how to say, but yeah, there is this kind of after effects. So what does a typical day look like on board during the Vendée Globe? What I loved is that there is no typical day on the Vendée Globe. This is the reason why it's so extraordinary, but what I could say is I was sleeping with little nap of 40 minutes, something like this. And all the nap make you sleeping only 4 hours during the day, 4 or 5 hours. So you're sleeping, you eat, but sometimes it's so difficult to eat because you are on your knees and the boat is moving a lot. So sometimes it takes time to be able to eat. You do a lot of strategy. I think I was spending 4 or 5 hours a day on my computer to do the strategy, to try to understand the weather, the meteo, so stuff like this. Sometimes you spend time to fix some problem on the boat, and most of the time you change your sails, and it takes so many times. You know, all the sails are among 100 kilos, so to change it, it's take I think 1 hour and a half. So yeah, you never bored. It's never boring on the boat. What did you like the most during the race? I think for sure there was amazing landscape, amazing sunset, and a part of what I really love, it's the unique moment. Yeah, you just realize that there is only 40 people in the world who is living this, who is seeing the biggest albatross in the Indian Ocean. So there was so many intense moments with the nature, a connection with the nature. And if I think about the spiritual ways, was how to say, the connection with yourself. I was exactly who I am during 3 months. All the decisions you take, all the thinking you are, it's just a part of you, and it was influenced by nothing else than you. And this is just amazing. What did you miss most when you were at sea for a few months for the Vendée Globe? I think it was a piece of bread, but hot, like a traditional, typical French bread. I was dreaming about this every day, and it was one of the first thing I eat when I come back at sea. And it's weird because if I'm totally honest with you, what it misses you the most is just some simple moments, you know. I was thinking all the time of just being on the little bar, you know, in Paris, just taking a little piece of wine, of red wine, with some friends, discuss, laughing, and yeah, just be in the present moment with some friends or with people you love, and yeah, just like typical normal moments. It misses you a lot when you cannot live this for 3 months. Did you ever get bored at times? how did you manage those moments, and can you have hobbies on a boat? Actually, no. You're never bored because you have so many things to do, and you are so tired. So every time you have a little, just a minute, you just try to do a little nap or to be sleeping or stuff like this. But sometimes it's so difficult to be on a boat. Like I promise, I could really cut my hand if somebody proposed me to do just a little, just to stop for 1 hour. I would accept it. Sometimes it's so hard, and so during this time, I had some animals documentary on my little onboard phones, and what I did is I was looking up this. I was watching up this animals documentary with my AirPods with no noise, so I could heard only the noise of the nature, and it was helping me to be outside of the boat. So that was my little hobby when I had time. It's to watch documentary, animals documentary. If you had to sum up the entire experience in 3 words, what would they be? What would they be? I would say emotions, because you take part of so many emotions, and what is very interesting, it's these emotions was a child's emotions, just sad, happy, stressful. So it's big emotion, but very like a baby. So emotions, I would say dream, because it was my dream to do it, and I did it, and yeah, it was amazing. And the third one, I think it's maybe sharing the achievement, because you have the feeling of achievement, but when you go back to the normal life, you can feel that people share it with you, and that's amazing, because you did it something alone, and when you come back at sea, you understood that you was into the life of people, and you share so many things with them, and in fact, a beautiful story is beautiful when you share it with some people. So I think, yeah, sharing is a good word to define this experience. What message would you give to someone dreaming of doing the Vendée Globe one day? I think I would say nothing is impossible, but nothing is possible without working hard. And I would say something Jean Le Cam told me 4 years ago. It's if you want to realize the Vendée Globe on the good way, you have to stay yourself. And I think it's the best advice somebody gave me. It's just, if you want to realize your dream, or if you want to get into a big adventures, the most important thing is to stay aligned with who you are, and to stay yourself. Would you like your children to become sailors in the future? I will first do some children, maybe, before to think about this. I don't know. I think they would do what they want to do. If they are happy in these directions, for sure I could help them. But if you want to come Monnoyeur commercial, it's also would be a good a good situation. Will the partnership with Monnoyeur continue beyond the Vendée Globe? I am here today, so for sure, yes. It's what we say with Olivia and Philippe at the end of the Vendée Globe. It's what you have to understand is that the partnership will never finish at when you cross the final line. In fact, something starts when you cross the final line, because it's the time of saying thank you. During 4 years, everybody, all the members of Monnoyeur, all the collaborators, they give me so much. They were following the partnership, they were following the race, and now my job is to go to say thank you, is to go to tell the story of the Vendée Globe, what I learned from this Vendée Globe. And it's, I think, one of the most important and interesting parts of this partnership. It's what's happened after the crossing the course of the final line of the Vendée Globe, especially when you do a Vendée Globe like this, which all the objective was attained. So for sure, I don't know how to say it, but Monnoyeur is part of the story. What I learned during my Vendée Globe is one of the most important values I want to get in my life. Is the loyalty, and Monnoyeur was so loyal with me for the past 4 years, and so I want to be loyal also after this Vendée Globe. So we will organize so many things, and after this, when you're saying this, I will never do something else in relationship with the sailing competition without telling my idea to Monnoyeur. So first of all, I will say thank you. I will tell the story, and after we will see what happens.
Benjamin, a huge thank you for joining us in this webinar and for taking the time to answer all these questions with such honesty and passion. Your journey and your energy are truly inspiring. I also wanted to thank everyone who asked the question and who took part of this webinar. Your curiosity proves just how meaningful this partnership is and motivate us to go even further together. As Benjamin say, stay tuned. Benjamin will participate to many initiatives as we are at Monnoyeur having all around the year. Our relation is even strong on the sea and also strong on earth. Don't forget, this webinar will be available as a replay on our intranet. Don't hesitate to convey the message to your colleagues who couldn't attend today. Thank you all, and see you very soon, and a huge thanks again to Benjamin.
Thank
Have
you
a good day.
To everybody.